All right, Coach. Start by telling us about your fancy blue shirt there. What brings you in the blue today?
Well, I had some explaining to do. I was just at Monday morning quarterback club with our fans, and they were wondering why I had a blue shirt on. I think it may be the only blue shirt I own. No, this was Jake Olson, who's very close to our team, came by last week and actually gave me the shirt last Friday, the day before the game. And it's for his charity, Out of Sight Faith. And so all proceeds go to his charity. And so I want to make sure that we got the information out there to everybody.
Yeah, that's great. The team goes into the bye week at 4-1. How you feeling about things?
Feeling really good. You know, obviously after the loss at Arizona State, our goal is to get to 4-1, to go into the bye, no matter how that happens. The bottom line is winning the games, and so we're excited that we have this chance to get better. You know, to maybe incorporate some younger guys into practice plans and see if they can help us shake some things up in some different spots on defense, so we can make sure that we're playing better and pushing everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to shore things up a little bit defensively. Is it more scheme or is it player performance? What do you put the emphasis on this week?
Well, it's a tale of two halves. If we could have repeated the first half and the second half, I would have felt great. You know, to hold them to 2 scores in the first half and to get 2 turnovers too against a quarterback that hadn't thrown any interceptions all year long. It was a really good first half, and then in the second half, unfortunately, we bent too much, and especially in the red zone. I knew they were going to get some yards, and you know, that quarterback's throwing for more yards than anybody in the country, I think, and he's going to do that to a lot of people, and he has already this year. But the red zone, you know, was where we were most disappointed to go 5 times, and there were 5 touchdowns. You know, just make him kick a couple field goals there, and the game's completely different.
Yeah, what are the keys with red zone defense? How do you improve that?
Well, we got to take some time, you know, and we got to take some time and go back over all of our cut-ups with our guys and really focus on it in practice to make sure that we're all lined up in the exact right spots, regardless of who's in there. You know, whether we have injuries and new guys in, we got to get everybody on the same page.
TJ McDonald after the game talked a little bit about guys. He wants to make sure the guys aren't afraid to make plays. Do you see that? Do you want them to play faster? Are they thinking too much out there?
Well, I think sometimes that happens in general. You know, our game plan was pretty simple going in, so we thought we'd be able to play pretty fast because of that. You know, we wanted to limit. They have some great receivers, some big-time NFL guys outside there. We wanted to limit their ability to catch a lot of easy passes, and so we did play a lot more cover 2 than we normally play. Usually we don't play it hardly at all, but in this game, because of what they had done, not running the ball coming in, and because of Anthony Brown also making his first start as a freshman for us with Torrin Harris out, we wanted to make him work a little bit, and it was working in the first half.
You challenged the freshmen last week to stop making mistakes. It was time to grow out of that. How did they respond after you looked at the film?
Good. There's some good stories in there. You know, obviously both the linebackers, Hayes Plard and especially Deion Bailey, played great again. And Deion Bailey, I think, had the most tackles since Chris Claiborne for a freshman in a game. So pretty cool there. And then on offense, Marquise Lee showing up again, making all kinds of plays. Xavier Grimble catching a touchdown. You know, it was really good to see.
The skill guys, Barkley, Woods, Lee, they get all the credit. But was the difference in the passing game between ASU and U of A, was it the offensive line and giving those guys time to work?
Well, that was a part of it. You know, playing at home and not dealing with the crowd noise there and the third down rushes, you know, that were an issue for us the week before. And then we changed some things up in protections. You know, we did some different things than we did the week before, you know, to help us in certain areas. And obviously, you know, it was very effective.
It's been a while since the USC head coach passed up a 4th and short to kick a 46-yard field goal. Talk about your growing faith in Andre Haidari.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You know, that's a great point. You know, that's something last year we wouldn't have done. And, you know, that just shows our faith in him because he's doing it. You know, in practice and games, he's coming through, and he's kicking the ball great.
This is sort of a modified bye week. You have about 10 days between games. Can you map out what the schedule looks like, how much of it you'll treat as a bye, and then how much of it you'll start preparing for Cal?
Yeah, the next couple of days will be all about us, about making sure we're improving and we're figuring out our deficiencies and getting better at those. And then we'll go into Cal like a normal week, 1 week before.
You talked about how a bye week is a chance to look at freshmen who has an opportunity to open your eyes this week.
Well, we'll throw a bunch of guys in there and see. You know, we want to, even though guys may be playing, we still want to develop them more. You know, take a guy like Marcus Martin, that even though he's starting for us as a true freshman, we still, you know, want to go back to some basics with him and develop him a little bit more.
And the backup running back spot, it looks like no one's really taken it. Is that another area that you'll look at this week behind Tyler?
Yeah, it sure is. You know, see how those guys are. And Curtis did some good things in the game, even though his ribs were pretty hurt coming into the game. Did some good things in there.
And finally, is this good timing for the bye week? It seems like depth is starting to get challenged a little bit. A chance for guys to get healthy.
Yeah, it's a great time. We've had a lot of season-ending injuries for us, and so we had some other guys banged up, like Torrin Harris, like Lamar Dawson, that weren't available for us in that game, or Amir Carlisle. So it'll be great to get all those guys back, hopefully.
All right, thanks, Coach. Enjoy the week.
Thank you.